What's up, folks? Welcome back. Happy Thursday. We are here with the... I'm not going to commit to making this like something that we see through to the end. We're just going to give it a try, okay? KH1 and KH2 at the same time with one controller. I'll talk more about the inspiration, the germ of the idea once we get to the VOD proper. Before that, we have some trivia by Soup and Scribbles. I think this is going to be tough. This is about one of my own videos. This is the funniest KH games, and so it's quotes from that video. It is typing, and I think it's going to be really difficult. So we're going to get this code on screen, and you folks can play along. I think, I could be mistaken, I think this is Soup's favorite video of mine, which that's not one I hear often. I'm glad to hear it. I'm flattered. I like it. I sort of, I don't know, some of the videos at a point, they fall through the cracks. Some I have, like, very vivid memories of, and some are just, like, not that I don't like them at the time or that I don't feel like I did a good job, but they just don't have that brain stickiness. But thank you for saying so. Well, hopefully you'll do well, Wonder Chia, which if you have not played, for any of you, this goes for anyone, if you've not played Blicket before, because I did advertise on YouTube this stream, you can go to play.blicket.com, put that code in. You do not need an account. You don't need to pay. It is for everybody watching the stream can do this, and you can play along. I would recommend playing on a device where you are most comfortable typing, because this is a typing trivia. So I will be playing on my desktop. Yeah, we're going to beat people up. Cheap Will Seek, see, that's what I do hear a lot. You know, I hear that one a lot. I hear any of the boss rankings. Funniest KH games is not one I hear a lot, but again, very, very flattered and always happy to hear that some video is someone's favorite. What's up, PandaPire? We're not going to linger on this just for my own mental health and sanity and the comfortability of our stream here, but I wanted to thank everybody who, you know, reached out to me and saw the video I posted on the second channel about Nick. You know, this is a difficult time and process for a lot of us, obviously. And it never, you know, I've been trying to occupy myself, and I've been bouncing between, you know, trying to keep myself busy and productive and then just sort of rotting around and doing nothing. But, you know, I hate the cliche of like what the person who passed away would have wanted, but I highly doubt Nick would want us to be, you know, not having a good time here. But a lot of people reached out and commented on that and shared their own, you know, memories or experiences they had with Nick, or just even if they didn't know him, they sent, you know, very kind words and condolences, and I really do appreciate it. And I don't know how. I'm guessing it was through his husband. It made its way to a good few of his family members, and so I just really appreciate that there are so many kind words for him in the comments, because that made it to the people that knew and loved him the most and the longest. So just wanted to say that. Wouldn't feel right to not talk about it a little bit, but I'm also trying to protect my mental and emotional space regarding that, you know. But I do think at some point in January or February, I was talking to Greenie the Goblin about this. We want to do a fundraising stream to help out Nick's husband, Julian, with the, you know, expenses that arise from something as awful as this. So I will be letting you guys know when that's going to be happening. The plan is to, because Nick loved Resident Evil, and I need to, he talked about wanting to play Resident Evils 5 and 6 with me once he got out of the hospital. I was playing in 2024, I played through 1 through 4, and I started playing 5, and I talked about the games with him as I was playing them, And I was like, dude, you know, 5 is not that good, I don't think. And he's like, oh yeah, it's not great, but with a friend, it can be a lot of fun. And so I basically stopped in the hopes that we would get to play through it together once he was feeling better and out of the hospital. So I think that would be a fun way and a fitting way to honor him. I don't know if we play both or just the one, but 5 and 6 were the co-op ones, the ones that were not good. And he knew that, and I just think it'd be cool if Greenie and I were to play them. So that's the general idea of it. And again, I'll let you know as we iron out the details what that's going to look like and when that's going to be happening. But yeah. Okay. Let's do trivia, right? I'm going to get in, actually. I'm not in yet. Play.blooket.com. Thank you, Zach. And thank you to Chara and Buffoon for the resubs as we were getting started. Buffoon for the 54, Chara for the 24, and Zach for the 49. Thank you all so much. Yeah, join on in if you're familiar with my funniest KH Games video. 826649 is the code. You know what? Nick always called me Bestie. I'm gonna be Bestie Pat today. Thank you for not taking my draft today. You can get back to that on Saturday if you'd like. Anyone else in the chat who wants to be playing this who's not yet in? Yeah, gotta focus on the horror of it all, that's right. Which this quiz might ask us what that stands for, and I'm not even sure if I remember. See you, Cyrus. Thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. Alright, I didn't hear any objections, so let me hide the trivia topic there. This is the funniest KH games. You're gonna see a quote from me, from my video, about which KH games are the funniest. You have to type in the missing word. I glanced at this. I do think it will be difficult. It is typing. Here we go. This is by Soup. Well, I would think it's this. Or no, is it this? As I did this, I took both notes and a hard look at myself in the mirror, and Blank Pat unfortunately gave me the finger and told me to get back to work. Anti-Pat? Yeah, I had Mirror Pat typed, and I was like, well, that would be a bit redundant. Anti-Pat as a play on Anti-Aqua. I'm convinced Nick trolled me on my first bike ride after his passing. A light that was never red on a big uphill was red and I had to stop and start. That does seem like a bit of a troll. All right. Number 2. This for sure. Across 200-something hours of Kingdom Hearts, I made note of every time there was a blank. Oh boy, my first time playing Gartic Phone. I sure hope nobody draws Mickey eating Riku's leg. Caused me to laugh so hard I choke and almost die. That's the first clip from 2026 that will be in the highlights. Yes, every time there was a funny. Hi, Albie. How you doing? Number 3. Okay. Bit of a typing challenge here because these words are multisyllabic. I'm going to go with this. I did develop the fart system. I've devised a system to do just that in service of our goal here. It was just me who got it. And I was not sure on the second word if it was aggregate or aggregation or aggregating. The funniness aggregation rating technique, which is the fart. Congrats to me. And thank you, Mr. Whooper, for the follow. I saw you just joined the Discord as well. I will occasionally go back, especially if I'm doing a new video and I need to know if it's like related to the topic I'm currently covering. Oh, I have no idea. Basically watched every scene. Oh, I actually do know. I was as generous as I could possibly be when counting up these humor points. I basically watched every scene as if I were blank blank. Bacon, thank you for the 8 months. Jimmy Fallon, just as if I'm very easily amused. I was like, is it like if I were in kindergarten or like if I were like in a Disney Channel original, but that's too many words. Blackout drunk? Yeah, no, if I were Jimmy Fallon. which is a bad place to be. You don't want to be that. But yeah, like I went back and rewatched some of the boss rankings when I was talking about the battles for the battle survey, just to like see if I'm developing my thoughts at all or just saying the same things again, and it's usually a mixture of both. That was me and Sil got that. Number 5. Llama Waxing, thank you for the 10 months. Okay. I think it's this. The HAR stands for this. HAR. What we're really looking for is not necessarily how many attempted HAR-HARs, but the ratio of attempted HAR-HARs for each game. A blank, 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 or HAR. Oh, good job. Humor attempt ratio. Oh, and we have it for with a U for you British fuckers. So there you go. Humor attempt ratio, the HAR. Another one of my systems. Number 6. Oh, this is such a stupid bit. Also, for anyone from YouTube that's waiting for the gameplay, we're going to do this trivia and then we're going to play the game if you're new. Just have to get our business out of the way. That word when everyone gathers around and sort of with each other, oval jacking, like circle jerking, but oval jacking. I didn't want to get demonetized for saying circle jerking. Note report. Number 7. Is this all one word? Because I know what it is. Reddit? More like blank. More like Twitter. I fucking get it. I got it. It was just me. You know why? Because I spelled it the way I wrote it in the script. Reddit? More like I fucking get it with 2 D's. Yeah. Char's never seen this video. I told you this would be tough. But this is Soup's favorite. All of this is very obvious to Soup. Of course. This one's easy. With further ado, and without further blank, let's take a look at Kingdom Hearts 1. With further ado, and without further ado, I guess here's my general question, and I'm not offended by this. How many of you, like, rewatch the videos? Because, you know, I have YouTube channels that I like. Very rarely do I rewatch the videos, you know? Like, there's a couple of exceptions. Like, I will rewatch a Jenny Nicholson video, but it's not often that I put on, like, a channel that I like. Like, I love Brutal Moose. I love the Brutal Foods videos, but I haven't rewatched most of them, you know? I think maybe a couple, maybe the earliest ones, because I've forgotten. If you're in a Patty mood, yeah, I mean, Kiwi will do that. Okay, I was just curious, so thanks for giving your thoughts. A lot of second monitor stuff, I understand that. That makes sense. Number 9. Of course. I think saying blank instead of little is one of the funniest things a person can do. Well, God loves the Recom highlights. That's where all the views come from. What YouTubers did I watch growing up? Gosh. Well, let me think about that. Lethal. Well, if like, do we count growing up as like high school? Because I mean, I was a big Game Grumps guy. I had Game Grumps T-shirts. You know, like that whole extended crew of people circulating the Game Grumps. That was big for me back then. I mean, I remember before I reached the age of reason, I remember watching Ray William Johnson. That was like a month, and I was like, this kind of sucks. Epic Rap Battles of History. I mean, I still watch those when they come out. That's like a high school thing. But like, YouTube, I really got into YouTube around like 2007. I made my own channel in 2008. So anyone that was Let's Playing stuff. It's hard to think about like who was even like in my subscriptions box back then. They do rarely, like once or twice a year if you're lucky. Okay, we'll reminisce more in the VOD, in the gameplay. I believe it's this. And Sora, while given a few traits early on, still kind of needs to shop for a blank. Oh, I loved the Yogscast, again, high school. I think of high school as not like growing up for me, but it very much was. Personality, yeah. Gotta shop for a personality. Number 11. Probably this. While all of the games dabble in physical comedy at least a bit, Blank feels like KH1's bread and butter, which isn't too surprising. It's a simple form of comedy for a comparatively simpler game. There's a good amount of context clues here, I would say. The ones in the favorite character vid. Yeah, good job, everybody. Yeah, slapstick. KH1 goes heavy on the slapstick, I would say. Number 12. Gotta be this. I even gave KH1 points for the Traverse Town Blank because honestly, honest to God, what the fuck? Oh, I did recognize that name when I was getting the footage for that, for the Battles video, Dot. I was like, oh yeah, I remember In the Little Wood. He had like a, it was a Lady Gaga parody of Born This Way about Minecraft called Form This Way. Anyway, the mailbox, because yeah, what the fuck is up with that? That's just funny. Number 13. I'm alright, Arata. Thank you for asking. Good to see you. Is it this? I don't know if Blank can be shit-eating, but if they can be, I know this qualifies. I feel like I'm talking about Kyrie. Shit-eating laugh? Winks. Oh, no, it's Donald. It's Donald doing a shit-eating wink, when he's like, ha, friends don't forget the good stuff, and then he does a wink. I think something like that. I was thinking of Kyrie running on the beach and calling it a shit-eating laugh. It's a wink. So 4 people got that, and none of them were me. That was James, Chara, Note Report, and Shira Lee. See, that's just funny when I wrote it and I don't get it, you know? 14. I think I'll still win this, but maybe I should disqualify myself. His entire... Oh, okay. I know it's an Ussie. Very funny image as well. We'll get to that. I'll read this whole quote. Yeah. There's an embarrassment of riches here between Arat killing Goofy and everyone taking it seriously, Donald Duck commenting on the presence of Sephiroth, the Safe Fellas moment, and Mickey Mouse saying and putting his entire rodent tussie into, they'll pay for this. And then we have Han's reaction to seeing Pokemon, Han's reaction to seeing, Han's reaction, Han. I joined to this meme. There you go. What's up, Han? Alright, 15. Is it just this? Oh, Birth by Sleep. I really do like you. You've got the blank, but you're a weird little guy. Do you think it's Sauce Buffoon? Does it have the sauce? I do think BBS has the sauce, by the way. Spirit. I was between Spirit and Gumption. Settled on Spirit. 16. I think it's this. It's a pronoun for sure. Well, I guess it's sort of funny that Recoded is even a thing, like on an existential level, and no, not because it was conceived drunkenly. You're thinking of blank. It's kind of a mean joke, isn't it? Yeah. I couldn't remember because I was like, I think it's you, but maybe I said me, which it is the 30-year anniversary of my conception, by the way. My, I got a text. There was an article about this big snowstorm in Northeast PA 30 years ago, and my sister sent it to me, and she was like, "Oh, happy conception anniversary!" So, because I was an October baby. Late October. I guess that works out math-wise, right? I'm pretty sure my parents were like, yeah, it was a snowstorm in like January of 1996. So right around today was my conception anniversary. Well, anyway, you're thinking of you. 17. I don't think it's Cookie. I have no idea. I have no idea what this is. It's not Cookie. Keyblade. As corny as I found some previous stuff, this Sora is all of that energy concentrated into one character. Am I talking about Dream Drop Sora? He's dangerously close to turning toward the camera after something goes wrong and saying, "Oh, well, I guess that's the way the Keyblade crumbles." Yeah, I had no idea it was Keyblade. It makes sense now. Yeah, I biffed that. 18. Yeah, okay. I know this one. Something about the way Sora engages with the world and its inhabitants in this game made me feel like I was too blank for this. And maybe that's just me, but KH never really made me feel that way prior to Dream Drop or Sense, and that could have just been due to the point I was at in my life when I played it. It's probably straight. Ah, it's old. No, I got it. I typed old. I think I might be too straight for this game now. 19. Of course, of course. I'm always likely to get an unintended laugh out of Mickey being choked by Xemnas or realizing that I've left my 2B characters in the blank for too long. This is like a thing that was... This existed before I put it into words in a video. I don't know if Keynote made a video that was like titled like me when I leave my 2B characters in the microwave, but it's something like that. Number 20. Separate answers with a comma. Okay. This would be like if Master Xehanort looked at the camera and said, "First there's a blank, then you say blank, and then you go to blank." Wow, that explains everything. That explains everything. Yeah, birth, by, sleep. First there's a birth, then you say bye, and then you go to sleep. That was me, Sil, and RHG. And I was last to get that. 21. Oh, of course, of course. I mean, that's a funny thing to do, right? Wearing the ears of a blank you met one time. We can take that. They'll start at Key, become unchained, and fulfill their duty through Union Cross. That's true, and it's good in that capacity. It's good, but that's because they didn't space the words out. You know, Unchained, Key, Unchained, Union Cross is terrible. Anyway, wearing the ears of a monarch you met one time. That's Aqua wearing mini ears. The only funny thing in the game. 22. Of course. He even does impressions of my blank watching me do a challenge run. He's terrible at this. You'll probably be saying this within 15 minutes. Oh, he's terrible at this. Twitch chat. That's you guys. That's you. SKB, thank you for the 55 months. That is a disgusting number. Come join regular chat. We have Pink, Mango, Ribbonfly, Han, Eggplant Sunrise. I'm trying to think of what that could be. Cyrus, that's Vodka. Otter Smoothie, Muppet Fan, Char Underwood, Chaotic Nachos, Hamburger Splash, Captain Bacon, Kiwi, Soup and Scribs, Esperoba. Let me come back to some of these. Apollo, Snarling Apollo, or Recruit of Apollo. 7th letter of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F. G Meister, TC Phoenix, Gotham Guardian, T Burger, Burger T, T Patty, T Mac, PJs, of course, that's PJs, B Clam, B Shell, Bumblebee Clam, Clam Shell, Clam B Shell, Shelby? Shelby? Oh yeah, we have a Shelby, right? Right? Who the fuck is Eggplant Sunrise? Eggplant Sunrise? Eggplant? Sunplant? Sun Eggplant? Big D in the morning! Of course. Okay, I just said pink for this, but... Oh, it's Dot. That's Dot. It's a pink dot. I think I got everybody. That's a good one. That's a good one, Soup. Anyway, Twitch chat. 23. I think I say this. KH3 is the funniest. It's the funniest game, guys. Bloop, right up there. It's funny how it was such a disappointment. Pretty funny how it played like shit until Remind. Shut up, you fucking gargoyle. You joyless warlock. Oh, but I said warlocks plural. Damn. I love calling people warlocks. I find that very funny. And gargoyles, obviously. That was Chara, Panda, and RHG. Also, happy belated birthday, Panda. 24. Oh, Mr. Plow. Probably still in chat lurking. Oh, of course. There is that one scene in Neverland where I guess Peter Pan drops a blank on Donald from above for some reason, like as a prank. Sora and Goofy think it's hilarious. Drop a turd. It's a Moogle. It's in both GBA and Recom, I believe. Yeah, for sure. Drops a Moogle on Donald, and they just end the world laughing at his misfortune. All right, last question, 25. All right, that's a good question, Barnabas. Baby what Roxas? Baby boy, baby deer, baby Bambi. I'm gonna say deer, baby deer Roxas. Ah, it was Bambi. Fuck. I thought you weren't a big Bambi guy. Oh man, clearly not. Western Eclipse, thank you for the follow. Spend a lot of time with his baby Bambi Roxas. You learn for the first time what things like love and summer vacation are, or the weird noises that people make when they're happy, or that yes, we tend to open chests because they have stuff inside them. I will say, judging from our percentage pie slices I've seen after the questions, people did better at this than I thought they would. I was kind of nervous that it was going to be like, okay, I'm the only person who's going to get some of these, which I was, but you know, not all of them, which I'm thankful for. In third, it's Chara. In second, it is Aid, and I'm guessing it's me. Yeah, I'm gonna recuse myself from the results of this. So Aid in first, Chara in second, and then in third, 43%. In third is actually Syl. In fourth, it's Nort Report, and in fifth, it's Just James. And then in sixth, Birthday Panda. In seventh, Tuffster McGee. In eighth, Cheerilee. In ninth, RHG. And in 10th, it's Buffoon. Thank you to Soup for making this for us. I do think this is like a replicatable format for a trivia, if anyone has a favorite video. Just to, you know, get some ideas out there for more, because we only have one more on the schedule. It is part 3 of Original versus Final Mix Colors. We'll be playing that on Saturday before the Fire Red Nuzlocke. I do believe this will include Unversed as well, so you can study up on those if you'd like. Speaking of Aid being here and winning the Trev, I have the new hurdle that we're going to play. I meant to have it up here, but I got it. Let's see. Oh, that's Days. That's a Neverland Days song, and it's either Crossing or Secret. I was thinking about this last night. Do you think a caged backlogged quiz would be fun? Questions comparing the game average rating, or would that be a snoozer? I think it could be fun. I think if you pull reviews from it as well, like make it more of a, not just like number to number thing, but like a potpourri of like, you know, reviews and comparing stats like most played games, things like that. Xehanort's report, number from 1 to 50. Also, hi Phoenix, what's up?
Rising up like a phoenix.
Phoenix, we have to reschedule yet again on the Smash Bros. Unfortunate timing for our Smash Bros. Day, but I'll be in touch with you on that. 25. All right, let me get this Days song. Luch Magooch, thank you for the 6 months. Also, I love that name every time I see it. Okay, is this Crossing or Secret? I think Crossing to Neverland is the battle. Unless this is... No, it's probably Crossing Neverland, right? Nice. There you go. All right, it's the battle theme for Neverland in Days. People, I swear we're going to play the game soon. I just have to play a Kazoo song. And that is number... What was it? 25? 25. Let's see. All right, man. This this is getting the regular pass seal of disapproval once I put it in the public sheet. Thank you. Please don't make me do the chorus. That is Hey There Delilah, which I'm not a fan. It's fine, but maybe suffer from a bit of overplay. I feel like the backstory behind it is kind of creepy as well. I could be mistaken. Sorry to the singers of Plain White Tees if I'm speaking out of turn here. That is from 2005. You know, just a fucking 21-year-old song now. One of the greatest songs of all time. Best plain white tea song of all time. Hey there, Delilah. Okay. With that, I think we are now ready to play KH1 and KH2 at the same time. Wow. Okay, bye, bot people.